Picture a journey, not just any journey, but one that reshaped the open sea, yet also agile enough to traverse the shallowest of rivers. The ship's shallow draft meant it could be beached easily, allowing for swift landings during raids or quick departures when the tide called. The longship's symmetrical design with a bow and stern of identical shape allowed it to reverse direction without needing to turn around, a crucial advantage in both battle and exploration. Its single large square sail, often dyed with bold colors, could catch the wind from any direction, while its complement of oars provided propulsion when the wind was scarce. The Vikings' navigational prowess was equally impressive. They are believed to have used a sunstone, a unique mineral that polarizes sunlight even under cloudy skies or when the sun was just below the horizon. By observing the pattern of light through the sunstone, the Vikings could determine the sun's position and steer their course. The longship was also a floating community of sorts, with a capacity to carry anywhere from 25 to 60 warriors or explorers. They lived, ate, slept, and rode together, often for weeks or months at a time. The ship's spacious hold could also carry substantial cargo, from livestock and provisions for exploration voyages, to treasures seized during raids. In essence, the longship was more than just a ship. It was a floating home, a battle fortress, a cargo carrier, and most importantly, a vessel of discovery. It was the vehicle that took the Vikings to shores unseen, to lands unexplored. Armed with their mighty longships, the Vikings were prepared to conquer the seas, but they were heading into lands unknown. The Vikings did not just explore, they settled, bringing their culture and lifestyle to the new lands. Yet what did life look like for these Viking settlers in the vast, uncharted territories of North America? In the rugged, windswept landscapes of Newfoundland, in present-day Canada, they found a new home. Here, the Vikings didn't just survive, they thrived. They were, after all, a people who knew how to make the most of what the land had to offer. Farming was a significant part of their lives, as it was back in their Nordic homelands. They cultivated the fertile soils, growing crops such as barley and wheat. They raised livestock, primarily sheep and goats, not just for food but also for their wool, which was vital in the harsh North American winters. But the Vikings weren't just farmers, they were traders too. They established trade routes, exchanging goods with the indigenous people of the region. They traded their metal tools, weapons, and other Viking merchandise for furs, ivory, and other local commodities. These trading relationships were crucial for their survival and success in these new lands. Interaction with the indigenous people was not always peaceful, however. There were conflicts, often over resources. Yet, these encounters also led to cultural exchanges that enriched both Viking and indigenous societies. Life in the new land was not easy. The harsh winters, the long distances from their homeland, and the challenges of establishing a new community in a foreign land tested the Vikings' resilience. Yet they adapted, they persevered, and they carved out a life for themselves in these new lands, holding on to their traditions and their Norse culture. They built their homes in the Viking style with the iconic longhouses. They continued their traditions, their myths, their sagas. They worshipped their gods, held their feasts, and lived their lives as Vikings, even thousands of miles away from their homelands. Even in these distant lands, the Vikings held on to their ways, but did they ever lose contact with their homeland? who ventured where none had dared to go, rewriting history in their wake.